everyone, and welcome back to another Tar Talks episode. This episode is out of a topic that I could rant about for hours and is
No.
genuinely so under discussed in like the entire community of India.
Really?
Yes, 100%, which is why we're having this episode. This is about the very simple fact that the box office is killing Bollywood creativity.
The most honest form of filmmaking is to make a film for yourself. Peter Jackson.
Who's Peter Jackson?
He's a famous director that made Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit franchise.
He did not know this. He had to read the script.
Now you know. It's fine. So these words completely reflect everything about Peter Jackson's films. And if you don't know who he is, well, as I said, he's the famous director of the renowned Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit franchise. In Hollywood, this quote is the perfect description for some of the best films ever made in history. A director makes a film for himself, filling it with creativity and talented actors. In recent years, films such as Anora have not taken any well-known box office stars and have gone on to win the Oscar and the hearts of many people. While films such as Longlegs have casted talented actors in perfect roles, taking home the top spot at the box office. Sadly, it is not the same in Bollywood.
Like, I'm so sure so many of like Eastern listeners right now will not even know the films Anora and Longlegs. Do you know either of those films?
I know Longlegs, I don't know Anora.
Anora literally won the Oscars for the best film this year. It is a pretty good film. And to think about it, they have like no A-listers. They have like no big celebrities whose name you can recount right now. Yet they did end up winning that award. And it's very true when you said it's not the same in Bollywood right now.
So films such as Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, Andaz Apna Apna, Munna Bhai MBBS are some of fresh stories with unique concept.
Like all three of these movie names you said, have you heard of those?
Yes, obviously.
Exactly, because they're some of the most refreshing movies we ever had in Bollywood.
However, we don't get movies like this anymore. Instead, we get so-called masala movies where the director and the production house thinks that the definition of box office hit is a movie where there is an item song with a female lead which has absolutely no relation to the movie and is done quite literally to impress pervert minds, while all the male lead has to do is to dodge 1,000 bullets, and guess what? He does that and kills 200 people. In all of these movies, physics doesn't exist at all, and the main character has the superpower of zero gravity. As if he touches a goon, he flies. Ah, what would the movie be without a touch of flirting, romance, and dancing in the rain? While the hero's gone shirtless.
And who is the hero? The hero is like a 59-year-old guy. But it's so true. Everything you said, even though highly descriptive, is exactly what Bollywood has turned into. I like think about like the last like 5 years. Think about like COVID and time. When was the last time you watched a decently nice Bollywood film that was like released in like cinemas?
Chava.
Chava. Like, but that's a good, genuinely well done film.
Exactly.
But think about the mass majority of films we've had.
Okay, not so many, few though.
But it's so rare to like have another Ye Jawani Hai Diwani come up or another like Hera Fairy come up.
You know, hey, wait, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara 2 is
Yeah.
coming.
What?
Yes.
Is this verified
Yeah.
information?
So there was a tweet which I've read, and it was like,
Tweet.
let's go. Wait, is Bhagwati ready? And everyone else comes. Let's do like the second part.
How sure are you this was not on April? Like,
It was not in April. It was before April, not that much.
how sure are you?
It was during vacation, during December or January.
I've like just looked this information up. Yes, someone messed up with you. There is no ZNMD.
There is.
This is news I'm looking up right now, Rinav. Anyways, moving on. We're not gonna have another ZNMD. And think about it. Even if I personally do not want there to be a ZNMD 2. Do you like Student of the Year 1?
Yeah.
It's a good, fun, very fun film. Everyone likes watching it. Do you like Student of the Year 2?
No, not
The
that.
most annoying film ever.
And wait, it was declared a blockbuster in India and overseas territories. I thought it was
He thought that he was gonna prove the pal that he did not get.
I know the tweet
Some-
came. Yeah, I know the tweet came.
But the point is, long gone are the days of actual elegant comedy movies like Fir Hera Fairy. Who does not love like the entire Hera Fairy series? Where all you needed was like genuinely popcorn and a genuine heart to like laugh out at some of the cringest jokes. Like, look at all the housefuls. Look at like some of the
Very.
yeah. Yeah, that's literally what I was talking about at the beginning. Like, are movies like that? These are genuinely like very, very, very funny movies that don't have cheap humor or comedy and don't have like they're cringe, but nothing about them is wrong or cheap or objectifies anybody.
So let's be honest, there is a mainstream bias in the country. Salman Khan tried films like Tube Light and it failed miserably, while Hrithik Roshan was casted in films like Guzarish, telling a powerful tale about a paralyzed man, but that failed. So is the audience a reason for it too? Well,
Feels like so to me.
the answer is yes and no. No, unique tales are loved by the audiences. We all love the typical raunchy Salman Khan delivering one of his best performances in Bajrangi Bhaijaan and leaving the entire theatre teary after the film. While films such as Koi Mil Gaya and 12th Fail are going to be talked about by generations. No, because absolutely abysmal films such as Kabir Singh, Golmaal Again, and Race kill it at the box office, forcing directors to make films for others and not themselves.
Right? Like, I think about it so much. Look at Kabir Singh or look at Arjun Reddy, and these films are so talked about and so famous. And not only does that obviously reflect so much of the director's mentality, but also reflects so much in the kind of things that the audience wants. It is an entire generation, it is an entire population of audience that wants to watch films like Kabir Singh. And that upsets me so much.
So, the current formula for a proper box office hit seems to be toxic masculinity.
Right?
Exactly. Yes, something that should have been left back in the 2000s with item songs and melodramatic dun tana 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 background music. Animal smashed all records at the box office and the entire movie smut.
You know, I am like so proud of myself for not watching Animal and ever giving it like a box office ticket.
So, I mean, like, where is the creativity?
Genuinely, where is the creativity? Like, okay, I understand so many people are going to disagree with this. So many people are going to come forth and talk about Animal being a good movie somehow. But all I'm saying is, for a guy, for a man, a full grown man with 2 children, to think he's very cool or very Sigma by slapping his wife and cheating on her just so that he could save his father, who was also a full grown adult with 2 children, is genuinely a very, very wrong message to put across in like any society. And the fact that there are so many teenagers. Have you watched Animal?
Yeah.
There are genuinely so many 16-year-old boys who think they're being very cool by watching movies like these.
However, there is still some hope left. So, have you seen this comedy, like frantic horror comedy, like Munja?
I have. Have you?
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah. Okay. So, it was just a creative story that went on to earn 100 crores. A film such as 12th Fail smashed records by making it one of the longest running movies at the Bollywood box office. Guess what? These movies had a fresh plot and even more exciting, a totally talented cast.
You know, I'm gonna like take this time and name like 2 movies, like 3 movies actually, which I think were genuinely well done and so unique. Have you watched Barfi?
Yes.
You watched Barfi. I truly believe that's Priyanka Chopra and Ranbir Kapoor, all of their best performances. Nothing like the way they acted in Barfi and the kind of message Barfi put across is so difficult to get in Bollywood right now. But if I were to talk about other films produced in India and made for an Indian audience, have you watched the film Kala?
No.
Do you know who the actress Tripti Dimri is?
Yeah.
How do you know her?
Animal.
Animal, exactly. Do you know what's Kala? Kala is one of her best films ever. And Kala is generally such an interesting storyline, such an interesting plot, and such interesting, directing. But no one knows her for Kala. Have you watched the movie Bulbul?
No.
Have you even heard of it?
No.
Also Tripti Dimri. I think Tripti Dimri's best film till now. And yet people around the world know her for films like Animal, for films like Stree. Trust me when I say there is so much more to her and there's so much. Was she even there in Stree? No. And yet people around the world know her for films like, Animal, know her for films like Bhool Bhulaiya, without even realizing the kind of talent some of these actors genuinely hold, but are forced to continuously be suppressed and conform to what society expects them to do. And, when I am ending this episode right now, I would just ask you and I would ask the entire audience to actually find good films for themselves, to watch films like Kala, to watch films like Bulbul, to appreciate films like, Barfi, Jagga Jasoos was such a unique plot line. Appreciate stuff like that because us as an audience can make so much change. like the consumer, like all the economic students know this, the consumer is very important. So remember that. That's the note I would want to leave you on for this episode. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you next episode.